Good afternoon, class. My name is Jacqueline Sanchez. So this lab is for January 21st. It's for week 2, and it's titled Histology. And here's the packet. The supply would be the histology supplement document, which is this. Consists of 3 pages. Mine looks a little bit weird because my computer is Apple and it's this program called Pages. It looks a little bit weird, but that's what it is. And so I'm gonna read the directions. These are my face, my hands. And my work area is right here. Okay, so this experiment summary, students will define a histology and identify the characteristics of epithelially, connective, and muscle and nerve tissue. Each student will review and prepare for microscopic images and classify functional and structural types of epithelial connections and muscle and nerve tissue. The learning objective is learning objectives. Upon completion, the laboratory students will be able to define histology, identify 4 main tissue types, discuss functions and structure of epithelial, connective, muscle, and nerve tissue, describe histology and types of functional epithelial tissue, recognize components of epithelial and connective muscle or nerve tissue. So materials, it's the histology slide supplement document, which is this. And it's 3 different slides, well, 3 different pages. This is to fully accurately complete the lab, you would need to access a computer, which is here, my computer, and a computer to upload digital camera images, a basic photo editing software like Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, to label the leader lines or digital photos. Number 3, subject and specific of the textbook are appropriate resources for lecture content or other suggestions. Note that the packaging of the material of the S-Pack kit may differ slightly, that which is listed above, and for the exact listing of material, refer to the content form from your S-Pack. Background. So there's this, so there's a lot of, I would say a lot of information. But for exercise 1, the histology and epithelial tissue, in this exercise you will review histology to different types of epithelial tissue. Procedure, open the histology slide supplement document online. Simple columnar epithelial tissue of the stomach. View the slide of the simple columnar stomach. Provide the supplement document. Copy the slide onto that. Copy the slide photography of simple columnar stomach by selecting image and right-clicking on the image by selecting the copy function. Paste a copy of the image in a software program. On the photography, digitally label the simpler columnar epithelial tissue which aligns with the stomach. Resize and insert into the label data table 1. which is printed out. So mine looks weird. Mine looks very weird because it's pages, and when I printed it out, it looks like this. I think it's the setting that the professor has it. See, that's how mine looks. And then so I started some of the packet. But the tables don't look like they're supposed to accordingly to the packet, but I guess I'll try my best to finish this. Let's get back to some of the tables look like this. So I guess the tables were supposed to be here, but they were spread out on my Pages program. And I've started typing away some of the information. For number 5, resize and insert the photography into label data table 1. Your lab assistant. Use the background as necessary to fill the remainder of the simple columnar stomach, row table 1, including the functional type of epithelial tissue seen in slide image. Cited and exchange secretary types of cells seen. Number 7, review the slide of photography of thyroid glands. Provide the supplement document. Observe the large globules of the clotted hormones produced in the thyroid gland and the follicular epithelium that surrounds these areas of collided in figure 13. So we have to basically like copy these images and put them on the table and label them and identify them. That's for exercise 1. Number 9, copy the photography of thyroid glands by selecting the image and right-clicking it. Paste a copy of the image into your software. Number 10, on the photography, digitally label the simple columnar cells. Resize and insert the labeled photography in data table 1. Use the background as necessary to fill in the remainder of thyroid glands row data table, including the functional types of the epithelial tissue seen in the slide of Silton exchange protective transporting or secretary. These are all types of cells seen in the image. Simple squamous epithelial tissue of the lung. Number 13, view the photography of the lung tissue, which is the simple spontaneous, I can't even pronounce it, it's really hard. Provide in the supplement document. Observe the alveolar area with the simple squamous tissue surrounding area that are empty airs, which is figure 14. And this is the lung tissue. So I have to copy that and paste it and identify the sections of it into my table. Copy the slide of the lung tissue of the simple squamous by selecting the image and right-clicking and copying the function, and copy and paste the image into the software program. On the photography, digitally label the simple squamous cells. Resize and insert the label into table 1. Use the background as necessary to fill the remainder of lung tissue, simple squamous, data table 1, including the functional tables of epithelial tissue seen in the slide image. Cytolin exchange protective or transporting secretaries. So there's different types of tissue, so you'd have to differentiate what type they are. And the types of cells seen in the image, which goes on the data table that looks kind of scattered around. Which my packet looks weird because of the computer settings. but I guess it would be like this. Number 31, view the photography of the trachea provided in the supplement document. So it would be right here. Observe the layers of the prosthetic silted tissues of the trachea. Copy the slide of the trachea and put it on there. On the photography, digitally label the stellate cells. Use the background as necessary to fill the reminders of the trachea. On data table 1, the functional type of epithelial tissue seen in the slide is cellulated, exchange, protective, or transporting the secretary, and the types of cells seen in the image. Okay, so that was for exercise 1. I'm going to see if we can do this. Okay. And that was exercise 1. Do we read?